Weight was always an issue. Our boys were very thin, you know, growing up. They're long, lanky, slender, thin bodies. Him and our daughter, we used to call them Bonnie and Clyde because they were always into something, you know, together.
Richard was very inquisitive. That cartoon character, the Tasmanian Devil, he embraced it. That and Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, oh, the cowabunga dude. Oh my God.
He cowabunga'd every day.
All over the house. He would walk around the house saying that a lot.
Cowabunga, dude.
Born for greatness, man. Born for greatness, man.
It's Richard Sherman! Are you kidding me?
Born for greatness, man.
Uh-oh, here he goes. Hello, young man.
Hi, baby.
How you doing, young fella? Hey, Mom, I'm telling too many stories, man.
That's him over here on the left, all the way
Trying to
by
stay out of the
himself.
picture.
This is pre-K graduation, actually. He came home and told me about all three of his girlfriends, and I'm like, really, dude? Maria, Guadalupe, and Elizabeth. I'm like, Richard, this is not what you go to school for. Do you remember the story you came home and told Mama when you were in preschool about the girlfriends you had? You were being a brat. Yeah.
Happy Father's Day, son. I appreciate you.
Yeah, we love you, son.
We'll be there to see you every game.
Well, thank you. I look forward to seeing y'all. I'll see y'all on the 4th.
I'll see you on the 4th of July. Love you.
It's gonna be fun. Fun.
This is one of my favorites because he was finally able to play t-ball because Miss Dorothy Dawson, I remember it very clearly, she told me, she said, well, how old are your kids? I said, well, this one is 6 and Richard, he's 3.5 or whatever, you know. She's like, well, he's not gonna be able to play because he's not old enough yet. You know, and I tell people all the time that is where that chip on his shoulder started. He was a very determined child.
Sherman who gets a sack. That's all day. Richard Sherman is there. He makes the interception at the 40-yard line.
He pretty much was on honor roll dang near every year, if not every year, all the way up and to college. You know, he graduated salutatorian, which is number 2 in his class out of 420. Honestly believe that he should have been valedictorian, but that's a story for another day.
Wide open Sherman, and that's a Stanford touchdown.
This picture here is of my grandmother, and I don't know if this is where some of his athleticism comes from, but my grandmother was 91 years old in this picture, and she was still doing the Senior Olympics. It's crazy. A couple of years or so after this, I asked her, I said, Mama Dora, why don't you do the Senior Olympics anymore? And she was like, well, baby, there is no more competition. What the, what? She was hilarious.
Here's a kid that's been playing football for years and years and years and really couldn't see. When he got to Stanford, they made him go see the eye doctor.
He called me, he said, Mom, Coach pointed at several of us out on the field. He was like, you, and you, go see the eye doctor. And I'm like, what do you mean? I took you to the eye doctor. No one's ever said that you had perception, vision problem. And I'm like, so Richard, I don't understand. How were you catching those balls all this time and you couldn't see? He was like, well, Mom, I see the fuzzy thing coming and I knew that it was the ball and I caught it. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? What?
And Sherman hangs on.
So this picture I really, really love because President Obama was referencing that interview with Aaron Andrews.
When you try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree, that's the result you're gonna get. Don't you ever talk about me.
The words are cut off here, but I'll read it to you. It says, if he seems a little brash, it's because you've got to have attitude sometimes if you're going to overcome some of this adversity. President Obama on Richard Sherman. That was just amazing. So cool for him to do that.
Let's hit somebody, let's impose it. Let's go, Biggie.
Time and time again, a lot of people said he was too slow. He couldn't do this, he couldn't do that. All I did was put fire in him. I believe they lit a fire under my son that nobody could put out.
I'm proud to be called Mama Sherman because of who my son is.
Let's come together, because that's what we're going to play for today. We're going to play for each other.